Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna and I'm a little bit spooky. Today we are drinking Coke Zero with a gold straw because we're so fancy over here. Anyway, today's video is going to be brands I want to try in 2021. I have a whole list here in my notebook of all the brands that I want to try. I tried to think of 12, but I realized I'm probably realistically not going to get to do a single brand every single month because delivery times and all that. Like I've already made one order for my first brand and it's probably not going to be here until like mid-February the way it's looking. So I'm not going to set like a strict schedule of brands I want to try, a strict timeline for this, but my goal and kind of how I want to structure it is to at least attempt to try one new brand a month-ish, depending on logistics and when they come in or whatnot. This video idea came from Donna here on YouTube. I will link her channel in the eye. She did this last year and then did a recap at the end of the year, and I was like, that's such a good idea. I want to do that because there's all these brands that I want to try, and I always just I forget to make orders. A lot of these brands aren't at Sephora or at Ulta or places that I frequent online when I do my shopping there. Not all of them are indie brands. Some of them are at Sephora, but for the most part, they're brands that they're not at the forefront of my brain. I want to make an effort to seek out these brands, and some of them are smaller companies, which I really do want to support. So yeah, let's go ahead and just get started. I'm going to tell you all the brands, a little bit about them, why I want to try them, and we'll just have us a nice little time, have us a Coke Zero together, and talk about some makeup because that's my favorite thing to talk about. Also, there will be a tutorial for this look. I'll link that in the eye as well. This is my futuristic soft Valentine's Day, soft glam cyberpunk Valentine's Day, futuristic glam. I don't know. Anyway, it was just a look I created today with Valentine's Day in mind using the Huda Naughty nudes. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video because I rambled enough for an intro. Oh my gosh. Why do I get like this when I've been filming for a while? I just get where I can't stop talking. I got like Lana Del Rey vibes, like Born to Die vibes going on today, right? With the hair kind of curled like this and the high neck and the necklace. Like, it makes me think of her first album cover. I have 10 brands that I have selected thus far. I'm leaving 2 blank. Ideally, I wanted to have 12, one for each month, but considering logistics and delivery times with the pandemic and all that, I don't know when products will arrive to me, so I don't want to set myself to a strict timeline or anything like that. And in case another brand pops up throughout the year that I do want to add to my list, I can. I don't know if I'm going to accomplish trying all these brands or not. These are just brands I know I want to at least make an attempt to try. And I told myself once a month I want to try a brand. Whether it will pan out that way, I don't know, but I'm going to make an effort. My first brand is Vive, which Jamie Genevieve's brand, who I am absolutely obsessed with. I'm obsessed with Jamie Genevieve, period. Like, I just love her style. She's just so effortlessly cool and chic at the same time, and kind of grungy rocker vibes, and she's just damn cool, and I love the whole aesthetic of her brand. I thought her color choices were beautiful and everything was so curated feeling and intentional in the brand. So I was really just super intrigued. It has such a nice luxury, almost like Tom Ford-esque vibe about it. So I was just like so drawn to it. And I want to support a content creator that I enjoy as well. And I like her so much. So I've already placed my order with Vive. I think it is shipping from Germany. And the shipping's very odd. Like the last update I have is from January 12th, saying that something was happening at the facility with it. Like it got packaged, and I think it's out to ship. But when I try to track it through the DHL thing, it tells me it doesn't exist. But I'm getting updates from Vive themselves telling me the progress, but it's just very spaced out and delayed. And I placed my order on January 2nd, I believe, or the 6th. I think it was the 6th I placed the order. I didn't get any updates till like the 12th, and now I don't know. So whenever the products arrive from Vive, we will have a video about them. I'm not going to hold any of the shipping against them right now. Everything's kind of a mess globally, so I'm not going to judge them on that. I didn't expect to get these products anytime soon because I knew the UK was on a hella lockdown. So I figured the stuff was coming from the UK just because she's based there. When it shows up, it shows up. But I ordered the palette from her and a lipstick and a lip liner. I think I got the deepest shade lipstick she has, and then like a mid-tone liner that looked really pretty. So I'm really excited to get my little fingers into that palette because it just looks like such a good go-to palette. Just effortless glam palette. It's colors I like. They're neutrals, but they're interesting neutrals. I really like the nuance and the undertones that she put in the palette. So I was really just interested, and the few reviews I have seen of it have been so impressive. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna need that palette. And basically if Jamie Genevieve says I need it, I need it. Like she's my favorite person as far as like just style, and I trust her judgment in makeup a lot. So anyway, that's the first brand, and I have already placed an order, so whenever it arrives we will have a video on it. The next brand I wrote down was Black Moon. Black Moon is more of an indie brand. I think Ulta had carried them maybe at one point, but they are a very dark aesthetic, gothy vibe, very witchy vibe brand with lots of pretty like duochromes and metallics, and I think they have a couple eyeshadow palettes, and it's just a brand that I've wanted to try for the longest time and just forget. I fully just forget because I get distracted by like what's trending or popular. And I hate that. So I really want to support brands that fit my style more and my aesthetic, which veers on the gothy side, which I think sometimes you kind of doesn't come across that often in videos, because as my mom had described me as the happy goth, and I also just really like all kinds of makeup. I don't limit myself to, well, that's only a goth brand, I can only use that brand. I'm not, no. I'm gonna use whatever brand I want, whatever kind of makeup I want to do. I like what I like, and I'm gonna do what I want to do when it comes to makeup, regardless of what aesthetic it fits into. But that being said, I do lean towards a little bit more of a darker aesthetic, a little bit more gothy vibes. So I want to support more brands that are more alternative and a little bit different and cool and spooky. And Black Moon is at the top of the list because that was the first one that popped in my head. I was like, fucking Black Moon, why have I not tried them out yet? They have such beautiful products. Like, I've watched videos about their products. I see them online all the time. I follow them on Instagram. I follow them on Facebook. So I have an idea of the products that I want to pick up, but I don't really know yet. I think I'll make part of the videos going forward for this series me actually shopping the brand's website and picking out what I want and everything and making the order, because I think that'll be kind of an interesting side, and kind of just looking with you guys at everything that they have for sale and how I'm going to make the decisions on what I want to try from the brand. Because I don't want to just get one product. I want to get at least 2 or 3 products to get a good overview of the brand, or a slight overview of the brand. And if I like them, then, you know, purchase more in the future. Black Moon is definitely on my list. I know they have lip products that I want for sure. And I think they have eye toppers that I'm interested in. Next up is Collidos. I've talked about Collidos before on my channel when I was doing like talking about new releases and saying, why have I not purchased from them? They're everything that I love. Unique shades, cool packaging. I love their vaporwave, retro futurism vibe they have, and this, that. It's everything I love. Like, I mean, I have that kind of vibe with my makeup today. And I think I would have such a fun time playing with their products. Their highlighters are absolutely gorgeous, so I definitely want to pick up at least one highlighter, an eyeshadow palette from them, and their contour palette. Their contours look lovely. They have a really nice cool undertone one that I think would be perfect for my skin tone. So those are things that are on my list from them for sure. I know they have a new eyeshadow palette coming out in collaboration with Angelica Nyquist, is it? They have a new collaboration palette coming out that looks gorgeous, but I haven't made the decision which eyeshadow palette I want to get or highlighter really. I just know I do want the contour palette in the lightest shade, but I would love to just really dive into that brand and investigate because the products are beautiful. They look amazing. Really unique undertones and duochromes and just a lot of fun, cool stuff going on. And just, it's the whole aesthetic of everything put together that really makes me want to try them. Okay, so the next brand is Rouge Labs. They are an indie brand on Etsy, and why I want to try them so bad is purely because they have 2 Typo Negative themed palettes. Typo Negative is one of my absolute favorite bands of all time since I was very small. I was very much in love with Peter Steele growing up and still heartbroken about him passing away still. And it's been like 15 years. Anyway, they have 2 palettes themed around Typo Negative, and I think they're so well thought out. The shade names, the colors, everything. So those 2 products I know for sure that I want to get from them. I have actually been waiting for the Suspended in Dusk palette to come back in stock. And I think it is in stock now. Ooh, so I'm gonna have to make that order in the morning. And they also have the Prelude to Agony palette, which I really want. It's gonna be the Valentine's Day palette this year from them. And the colors look gorgeous, they look fun. These are like palettes I could just have a lot of fun with, do some cool, creative, avant-garde looks. Just really experiment and kind of get out of my comfort zone because the colors are very unique. And they're also colors that I enjoy at the same time. So I really wanna just buy those to support the indie brand and support fellow people who love Typo Negative as much as I do. And just everything about it, I'm so, the palettes are so thoughtful, and I love the artwork and everything that they've done. So I'm just head over heels in love with both those palettes. But they also have a couple more interesting ones. They have a Karma Chameleon one that looks really pretty. And I'm also quite interested in the Losing My Religion one, which is a 90s grunge themed palette, which I think is really, really cool. This brand just speaks to everything that I love. So when a brand does theme stuff around that, I mean, I can't say no kind of thing. It's just like, But I have just been buying my time waiting for that Prelude to Agony palette to come out and the Suspended in Dusk palette to come back in stock because I've had bookmarked and just waiting and waiting to order it. Next brand I want to try is Shroud Cosmetics, another indie brand. They put out a palette a little while ago with Betty Jean, who is a YouTuber, and I loved it so much. It was very spooky inclined, but still cute and whimsical, and I thought it was just so cute, and the colors in it are really cool. I don't know if I'm going to get that palette necessarily, but I think they have some beautiful eyeshadows available. They have like a lot of duochromes and really fun textures and finishes. And I like the vibe of the brand as well. You know, they're another darkly inclined alternative goth type of brand. So yeah, I want to check them out. I want to try their products. I've heard incredible things about the brand just in other videos I've seen. And some reason, again, I just forget to buy from indie brands because I have to go to a separate website to order them, basically. If it's not right in front of me, I'm not going to remember it. That's the kind of person I am. Out of sight, out of mind. Next is Vanessa Myricks. My friend here on YouTube, Mary Moods, I'll link her channel in the eye or something. She was talking about the eye toppers or liquid eyeshadows from Vanessa Myricks, and so I went and looked them up because she had showed a look on her Instagram or something, and holy shit are they gorgeous. They're like trichromes, multi-chrome goodness, liquid amazingness in a little. The colors are so pretty and so interesting, and there's so many different shifts and just combinations of shades within them. But yeah, but Mary, you kind of brought those to my attention. And I definitely have them, Vanessa Myricks, on my list for those eyeshadows, and she is coming out with a cream contour that I think looks so beautiful and so many shades, and just so, her brand is very artistry based. You could tell it's very geared towards a makeup artist. Vanessa does have a few products though that I think could work for just your average consumers, and I really want to check out the cream contours and liquid eyeshadows because they look absolutely beautiful. I think they're available on Beautylish. Possibly Sephora is carrying Vanessa Myricks. I can't remember. But yeah, those are on my list for sure. I know it's just 2 products, but I can probably find some more stuff from her that I want because she has a lot of really interesting products. And I've heard that the quality is fantastic, that they're very artistry based, but very easy products, and I'm here for it and totally interested. I like the whole vibe around the brand. I think it's a very creative brand. It's not all about packaging and anything else. It's truly just about high quality artistry products, and I think that's really interesting, and that tends to be types of brands I'll look over a lot because it doesn't catch my eye. So I really want to try her brand out this year though, because those contours look absolutely amazing. Those undertones look gorgeous. It looks like she truly understands undertones. When I was looking at the pictures and the swatches of them, I was like, this is somebody who understands skin tones and color theory, you know, and art theory. So I was very intrigued, and she's definitely on my list this year to try. The next brand is something a little bit different from me for me as in the type of product it is, but it's a brand called Ritual Defy, which I believe you can get at Ulta now, but they're more of an indie brand with they have that very dark gothic vibe about them, yet in a very minimal way. They're like the Gothic Glossier, if that makes sense. A lot of cream products, very simple, pared down, but beautiful shifts and uniqueness within the products. And the highlighters look absolutely gorgeous. The blushes, those blush lip duo multi-use products look amazing. I think the packaging is beautiful. I love the whole brand's aesthetic. Like, I just like looking at their Instagram because the pictures are so gorgeous. I like the minimal gothic vibe that they have, and I think it looks so cool. It's very like if Chelsea Wolfe shopped for makeup, this is the brand that she would use, kind of thing. It's very easy products, you know, that you apply with your fingers. They're just simple, pared down, but unique, beautiful, high-end looking products. They sound absolutely amazing. So they have been on my list for some time. I definitely want to pick up one of their cream blush and lip, what do you call it, compact, and I want to try one of their highlighters and maybe one of the eye soot. I'm not sure about it yet. I have to definitely shop around their website and see what it is I truly want from the brand. I just know I want stuff from the brand. I've seen the highlighters. I've seen the beautiful shift they have. There's something incredibly elegant about this brand, yet grungy and just effortlessly cool about them. Very editorial. They're editorial. The brand that I want to check out this year is Glam Goth Beauty. I've followed Glam Goth, or Marley, for a long time on Twitter and IG, and I really think she has some beautiful products, and I like her a lot. I watch her YouTube channel. I love her tutorials and like her, you know, just sitting down and get ready with me videos. She's a working makeup artist. She's super talented. Her looks she does are gorgeous, and I want to really try her products, and they were out of stock like the last time I was looking, a lot of it. But yeah, she's got some liquid lipsticks out that I want to try. Death Proof matte lipsticks. Ooh, the shade Renegade looks amazing. I had to pull the website up because I needed to see. Yeah, she's got some pretty shades that I need to try. She has lashes. She has glitters, the most amazing looking glitters, and a glitter glue. So I know for sure there's some glitters that I want. I think there was the Candyman one that I was really interested in. And her lip liners I knew were something that I wanted from her. Definitely some of the glitters. Gothic glam goodness, and I need a little bit in my life right now of that. So yeah, I definitely am going to be checking that brand out this year. The next brand I want to check out in 2021 is Lunatic Labs. I've heard of them forever. I know about the brand. They have that amazing contour palette. 2 contour palettes with all the shades, and it kind of looks like the Necronomicon from Evil Dead. It's a really cool brand, and it's just fun, but for some reason I never purchased a contour palette because it's quite expensive. But I think if I just buy that, I think it'd be alright to buy that. And it's really interesting colors, but I always talk myself out of it because I'm like, you don't need all those contours. But I think you can buy them individually. But I just like the shade variety that they had in the contour palettes, and it looked amazing. Their eyeshadow palettes look really cool. I think it's the Descendant one I like. They have a Vampira palette that looks really cool. They have an Elvira one. I don't know if they still have the Elvira one, but they did at one point. And they're all shaped like coffins. I think they're super cute. And they have some really pretty eyeshadow shades. Yeah, they have the empty palette you can buy and build your own. I have actually used it before because my sister-in-law had it. And so I have touched it and seen the quality. It's beautiful product. I want one for myself. So I do want to get the Pro Contour Book Volume 1. Since I don't freelance anymore, it doesn't make sense for me to buy both of them. And they are $74. But the one I think I could get some use out of and have fun with. They have such unique shades to choose from that can double as blushes and contours and eyeshadows. So it's a very versatile palette, so I don't feel as bad about spending $74 on it. And hey, they're an indie brand, support them. So yeah, this is a brand that I've been interested in for like years and years, and just never got around to buying them because I knew I wanted that palette and it was $74. But I think I might have to get it just because I need it. I've put it off this long, but it has always been in my mind and always something I've thought about. Do I need it? Probably not. But I do want to try the brand out, and I've followed them for so long and known about them and wanted to support them, so I think now's a good time to do it anyway. And last brand that I want to try in 2021 is Necromancy Cosmetica. They, of course, goth vibes. I tell you, most of these brands are kind of indie, goth, alternative style type of brands. I think Necromancy Cosmetica has such a beautiful vibe. They have a very witchy, just cool style that the models makeup, oh my gosh. I've followed them for a long time as well and looked at their products and looked at them and whew. But they're a lipstick brand primarily, but they have such unique shades and undertones and colors that I really want to try them. Like they have the fall shades that are so cool and so pretty. They have those really interesting brown tone lipsticks. So yeah, I want to definitely try the lipsticks from them. If they come out with other products, I would be interested to try that too. But yeah, they just have like traditional bullet lipsticks and really unique, cool shades. They have metallic finishes. They have like matte finishes, it looks like. Just very, very unique shades. It's going to be hard to make a decision. Like I said, I want to try a lot of these indie, more alternative styled brands this year. And I think I found a good little treasure trove of them. Another thing that I do want to try this year is Pat McGrath eyeshadows. I just can't decide which palette I want. I want one of the Mothership palettes. I just don't know which. I actually have... So let me know which Pat McGrath palette I should get down below, because I don't know. I have room maybe to try out some more brands here. I think I have, 10 that I have picked. So we have 2 slots that are kind of some wiggle room, depending on logistics, whatever. Who knows? But that is my current plan, and these are the brands that I'm interested in the coming year. If more brands pop up that I'm interested in, I'll amend them and add them to my list. And I think each time I make the purchases, I will take you with me virtually on the computer while I make my orders and kind of go through my reasoning of why I want what I'm picking out and this and that. So we can make a whole little thing around it. And I think it'll be really cool. I should have done that when I ordered stuff from Vive, but there wasn't that many options. So whenever the Vive stuff comes in, there will be a definite video devoted to that. And yeah, I'm looking forward to trying out all these brands this year. I'm really, really, really excited about the Rebel Rouge palette, which I'm going to be ordering in just a minute. And I don't think I'll make the video going behind ordering that one, because I think I explained why I want that one. And it's just 2 palettes that I'm going to be getting from them. So yeah. Let me know down below some brands that you want to try in 2021. Do we have any of the same brands? Go ahead and let me know down below, and let me know which Pat McGrath palette should I get? Which Mothership palette should I get? I've actually saved up my ad revenue from my blog for that. And it's going to be like kind of a treat yourself reward. But anyway, that is all for today. I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and stay spooky. Bye now.